Did you know that the Maya civilization mysteriously abandoned their massive cities centuries before the arrival of Europeans? These ancient cities, hidden deep in the jungle, were once home to advanced astronomers, mathematicians, and builders who constructed towering pyramids without metal tools or the wheel. What secrets did they leave behind in the dense rainforest? From their awe-inspiring knowledge of the stars to their sudden disappearance, the story of the Maya remains one of history's greatest enigmas. Today, we're unlocking new discoveries that bring us closer than ever to uncovering the mysteries of the lost world of the Maya. The Maya civilization, one of the most advanced and influential ancient cultures, thrived in Central America over 2,000 years. At their peak, they dominated the region with vast cities like Tikal, Palenque, and Chichen Itza. The Maya are renowned for their impressive architecture, including pyramid temples that rival the Great Pyramids of Egypt, and for their advanced understanding of mathematics and astronomy, developing a precise calendar that even predicted solar eclipses. But perhaps the most puzzling aspect of the Maya is their sudden and unexplained decline. Around the 9th century, many of their grand cities were abandoned, swallowed by the dense jungles of the Yucatan Peninsula. Why did such a sophisticated society, with its monumental achievements, disappear so suddenly? Was it drought, warfare, political collapse, or something even more mysterious? These questions continue to intrigue historians and archaeologists to this day, as new discoveries slowly reveal the answers buried deep in the Maya heartland. The daily life of the Maya was as complex as their monumental cities. The heart of their society were bustling urban centers filled with marketplaces, ceremonial temples, and residential areas. Unlike many ancient civilizations, the Maya didn't just rely on kings and priests. Farmers, artisans, traders, and scribes played key roles in keeping the cities thriving. Their agricultural systems were sophisticated, using advanced irrigation techniques and terrace farming to grow crops like maize, beans, and cacao, became vital for both daily sustenance and trade. But the true brilliance of the Maya lay in their mastery of mathematics, astronomy, and architecture. The Maya developed a numerical system that included the concept of zero, groundbreaking achievement that even eluded the Greeks and Romans. This mathematical precision allowed them to track time with astonishing accuracy. They crafted an intricate calendar system that not only followed the solar year, but also the movements of the planets and stars. The Maya could predict celestial events like solar eclipses and planetary alignments, precision that amazes even modern astronomers. Their architecture was no less remarkable. Without metal tools, the Maya constructed towering pyramids, intricate palaces, and observatories, many of which still stand today. Pyramid of Kukulkan at Chichen Itza, for example, is a testament to their architectural genius. Each of its 91 steps on 4 sides, plus the top platform, aligns with the 365 days of their solar calendar. At the equinox, the shadow of the sun creates the illusion of a serpent slithering down the pyramid. Perfect blend of engineering and cosmology. In addition to these scientific and architectural feats, Maya culture was deeply spiritual. They believed in a complex pantheon of gods, each representing natural elements like the sun, rain, and corn. Rituals and offerings were central to their lives, with elaborate ceremonies held to appease these deities and ensure the prosperity of their cities. Human sacrifice, though rare, was sometimes performed to honor the gods and maintain balance in the universe. But for all their advancements, the Maya were not immune to conflict and environmental challenges. As their cities grew, so did internal strife, warfare, and competition for resources. Were these the factors that led to their mysterious decline? Or was it something far more complex? The closer we look, the more questions arise about the fate of this extraordinary civilization. As the Maya civilization flourished, the seeds of its collapse were quietly being sown. By the 8th and 9th centuries, the once thriving cities began to unravel. Environmental pressures were one of the key factors driving this collapse. The Maya were heavily dependent on agriculture, particularly the cultivation of maize, but the expansion of their cities led to deforestation and soil degradation. This, in turn, triggered a series of severe droughts that crippled food production. With less rain and fewer crops, famine began to spread, leaving the population vulnerable and desperate. the same time, warfare between competing city-states escalated. The Maya cities were never united under a single empire. Instead, they operated as independent polity, often engaging in conflicts over territory and resources. Rivalries between powerful city-states like Tikal and Calakmul intensified, leading to prolonged wars that further drained resources and weakened the social fabric. These wars were not only costly but also destabilizing, as the capture and sacrifice of rival kings became a common practice to assert dominance. Social unrest soon followed. The Maya society, deeply hierarchical, relied on its elites, kings and nobles, to maintain order and oversee religious and political duties. As environmental conditions worsened and warfare grew more intense, trust in these elites began to erode. Many rulers were seen as unable to appease the gods or prevent the societal collapse that seemed inevitable. This loss of faith in leadership caused rebellions and uprisings across various cities, further fracturing the once cohesive society. Archaeological evidence suggests that in some areas, entire cities were burned or abandoned, with royal palaces and temples left in ruin. People fled the great cities, seeking refuge in the countryside or in smaller, less prominent settlements. The collapse was not instantaneous but occurred over several decades. By the end of the 10th century, many of the central lowland cities, including the mighty Tikal, had been left to the jungle, overtaken by nature and time. The combination of environmental collapse, intense warfare, and social breakdown created a perfect storm that brought down one of the most advanced civilizations in the ancient world. But how could a culture so advanced, with such a deep understanding of nature and the cosmos, fall apart so suddenly? The answer remains one of history's most haunting mysteries: tragic end to the once great Maya civilization. Although the collapse of the Maya's grand cities marked the end of an era, it wasn't the end of the Maya people. After the great urban centers were abandoned, the surviving Maya dispersed into smaller villages, adapting to new ways of life. They moved away from the large, drought-prone cities of the southern lowlands and settled in the northern Yucatan Peninsula and other more sustainable areas. These smaller communities continued their agricultural practices and maintained many of the traditions of their ancestors, though on a much smaller scale. The Maya didn't disappear. In fact, their descendants still live in the same region today. Their culture, though transformed by centuries of change, remains resilient. Traditional Maya languages are still spoken by millions across Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, and Honduras, and many elements of Maya spirituality and social customs have survived the test of time. Rituals that honor the gods of nature, the sun, and the rain are still performed in some villages, connecting modern Maya to their ancient past. The Spanish conquest in the 16th century brought new challenges to the Maya, as it did to other indigenous civilizations. Many Maya cities that had survived the earlier collapse were overtaken by Spanish forces, and the people were subjected to colonization and forced labor. Despite these hardships, the Maya resisted, sometimes through direct conflict, and other times by preserving their culture in secret. Spanish chroniclers were fascinated by Maya knowledge, especially their writing and astronomical achievements. But much of their written history was destroyed during this period. Yet, the legacy of the Maya civilization continues to influence the modern world. Archaeologists and researchers have uncovered vast amounts of knowledge from their ruined cities, shedding light on the brilliance of their architecture, astronomy, and mathematics. Today, the towering pyramids and temples of Tikal, Chichen Itza, and other ancient Maya cities draw millions of visitors, serving as a testament to their ingenuity. Scientists continue to decode the Maya glyphs, slowly revealing more about their complex history and culture. While their political power faded long ago, the spirit of the Maya endures. Their civilization, though fractured by time and conflict, has left an indelible mark on history. The Maya's deep connection to the natural world and their advanced understanding of science continue to inspire awe. They remain one of the most fascinating cultures ever to have existed, and their story, far from forgotten. The story of the Maya is not just one of mystery and decline. It's a testament to human resilience, creativity, and ingenuity. Despite the collapse of their great cities and the hardships they faced, Maya left behind a rich legacy that continues to captivate and inspire. Their advancements in mathematics, astronomy, and architecture still amaze us today. And their deep spiritual connection to nature offers profound insights into how ancient civilizations viewed their place in the universe. Perhaps one of the most important lessons modern society can learn from the Maya is the balance between civilization and the environment. The Maya thrived for centuries, but in the end, environmental stress and resource mismanagement contributed to their downfall. As we face our own challenges with climate change and sustainability, the Maya remind us of the delicate relationship between humanity and nature. Their story serves as a cautionary tale about the consequences of depleting natural resources and ignoring the signs of ecological distress. But beyond the warnings, the Maya also offer lessons in adaptability and survival. Even after the collapse of their cities, the Maya people endured, adapting to new circumstances while holding on to their cultural identity. This resilience speaks to the strength of human communities in the face of adversity. Modern societies, too, must learn to adapt to ever-changing environments and challenges, using the lessons of the past to guide us toward a more sustainable and harmonious future. Today, the ruins of Maya cities stand as a reminder of both their achievements and their decline, urging us to reflect on our own societies. What will future generations say about the legacy we leave behind? Will we learn from history and protect the planet we depend on? Or will we repeat the mistakes of the past? In the end, the Maya civilization, with all its brilliance and complexity, leaves us with a profound sense of wonder. Their contributions to human knowledge and their enduring spirit remind us that even in the face of collapse, there's always the possibility of renewal. Their lost world, once forgotten, continues to inspire us to look beyond the present and consider the lasting impact of our choices. What do you think about the mysteries of the Maya civilization? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest explorations of the ancient world.